OPSEC, Operational Security, OPSEC. What does OPSEC mean to us as preppers, as survivalists, bushcrafters, those who have a prepared, forward-thinking mindset? Well, having operational security procedures, confidentiality, not only gives you a level of security by protecting your information, in particular vital critical infrastructure information on your capabilities and procedures of how you would execute your gear and maybe your evac, for example, or maybe how you go about procuring your water. These are all operational security matters. For the individual or group prepper, they have to consider these as a high priority thing. In the military, this is considered information that sometimes is not classified, but if the enemy was able to know about it, they would have compromise in their security. And this is no different for civilians. Of course, most civilians don't talk about OPSEC. They talk about having maybe a confidentiality or keeping your mouth shut, or basically just not blabbermouthing to the world about what you have or don't have. And how you think about everything in the world. So keep some opinions to yourself. I am guilty to some degree about voicing some things even recently about my thoughts on things, but I haven't revealed anything about myself, and honestly, that actually would compromise anything that I plan to do or anything that I could do in the future. There's a lot of pressure sometimes from some people to reveal yourself and to basically want to impart some of their not so wise words of wisdom that you should be like them. But then you look at them and you go, okay, you're in a situation that I don't want to be in, so why would I want to listen to you? And so there's different situations here that, especially in a family unit, there's going to be a diverse set of opinions and mindset about how to go about certain things. And if you're the group leader, or one of those who have the options to input into the group, security matters need to be concerned be a concern of everybody, and it should be a matter that should be explored intrinsically throughout your planning. So just once again, just be mindful about what you say and you do, what you show and what you infer on YouTube or social media. Sometimes the things I say are very open-ended, and that's on purpose. I don't really draw a lot of conclusions about myself or personal life or, where I live. I'm sure, once again, I've pointed out that if you have a good eye for things, you could probably narrow people down on YouTube just by looking at the terrain and the trees and maybe sometimes the animals or even the type of birds you can hear in the background or insects. So you can do things like that, but you may not get much more than a few hundred miles in a general direction, and that's good enough. I think there's a lot of people who get on YouTube and like I was just on last night, I literally saw people on their profile page list their actual home address, and I'm just a little shocked. And these people consider themselves preppers. They're not any kind of prepper that I know of, and I think that there's a lot of people who are just kind of wanting to be a part of a movement. And even though it's been kind of de-glorified and somewhat used as an entertainment factor, some people, they like the whole concept of prepping, but they don't actually want to do it. Or if they do it on a very small level, just so they can say that they're doing it, but they don't actually practice anything that goes and corresponds with the lifestyle of prepping. So I hope that if you make the choice, go full in. If not, then don't go in at all, because you're lying to yourself and your family about a level of preparedness that you don't actually have. And when you lie to yourself and your family, you can actually get yourself in more problems and more trouble in the long run than if you were just to admit that I'm just doing this just for show. So as always, I hope everyone's well, and you guys take care.